Sorry, Snake, but it looks like the rescue was a failure. There's no reason to stay in that cell anymore. Snake, get out of there and go to the second floor basement. You've got to rescue the president of ArmsTech, Kenneth Baker, before the terrorists find out his detonation code.
I can think of one good reason to remain in this cell. There's the guard outside. Oh. That was actually pretty fortunate for the guard to do that.
The DARPA chief. Poor man. He has a heart attack right after you save him. I'm getting a bad feeling about this, Snake. Maybe you should let me save your mission.
You say the DARPA chief is dead?
Don't save that mission.
Yeah.
I gotta pop
According to
in.
Naomi, it was a heart attack.
It couldn't be. Well,
He didn't have a heart.
it looks like all you can do now
That
is
was a
find
heartless
Kenneth
man,
Baker, the
Snake.
president of ArmsTech. He's in the second floor basement, isn't he?
Yeah, on the other side of that wall that was cemented over.
Okay. Good luck, Snake. You can do it.
the way Master says, okay. It's like, that's ridiculous, okay.
Wait, isn't the second floor basement the first floor?
What? No. That's the second floor of the basement.
So the second floor of the basement is also the first floor.
There's a guard waiting to ambush us on our right side. And on the left side, another dot. Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. Don't worry, I'm prepared this time. I'm gonna throw a stun grenade. Oh, that must be what the balaclava is for. It blocks all the sound and sight of the flashbang. You're looking the wrong way. Snake!
You gotta look at that butt again.
Nice. See, I was prepared for that.
So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not.
I'm cold as ice.
Move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
Well, your head is shaking whenever you talk.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance. That scared look in your eyes.
That censorship mosaic on my nipple.
Am I right?
You talk too much.
I can't even see the look in any of everybody's eyes.
I told you I'm no rookie.
I've seen those eyes before on every other NPC.
Open that door.
Knocks on the door. Shut up in there, will ya?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Oh
Shouldn't
no!
you think about taking the safety off first?
Hide!
Snake, what are you doing? Take care of the bad guys and get the hell out of there. You better use that weapon you found.
It's a good thing that she can't die in this scene.
What if you hadn't found the SOCOM pistol before this?
Actually, I'm glad you asked.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Oh, is there a...
You'll find out in this very episode.
I guess you took the safety off.
Yeah, I always wondered if he was bluffing or not, but I guess he was, because she did take it off.
In war, a split second can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Don't ever hesitate. The slower you react, the greater the chance that you'll be beaten.
For once, that's actually good advice from Miller.
I'd like to think all the guards that are pouring in are slightly slow to attack because they're just suddenly seeing that butt in their face.
Oh no!
Did that drop from the ceiling?
It flew in from outside, like they must have banked it off the wall somehow. The perfect cluster. So yeah, what if we actually entered the scene without having found the SOCOM?
Don't move.
Snake just says, okay, it doesn't move.
Bastard. Liquid?
No, this time he's allowed to move.
Don't
Oh, there he goes.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
If I don't have a gun to point at you, I'll point a gun at me.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes.
You haven't even taken my hand off the barrel, rookie.
You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety.
He's pulling the Elmer Fudd with the finger stuck in the barrel.
You're not one of them, are you?
She fires, she'll blow it up.
Open that door.
Steak season.
You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
There's a giant, there's a SOCOM on the ground. Wiggle. There's nothing we can do.
Snake, divide and conquer. Try to take your enemies on one at a time.
No, this is working out just fine, actually. Punching them all at once is a lot better. Okay, no, split them up.
Snake, what are you doing? Take care of the bad guys and get the hell out of there. Try to pick up an enemy's fallen weapon.
Don't use your gun unless you need to. If you can get out of a jam using just your hands and feet, then do it. If you can't, then go for the gun.
Well, you're the master, Miller. Okay. I'm inclined to believe my master rather than the colonel. He's not even a real colonel anymore. If we get lucky, we can snap all these people's necks without having to pick up the SOCOM. But then,
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
they make us pick up the SOCOM no matter what at this point. That's the furthest we can get being completely unarmed. But I ain't using it. Who needs it? We can let her take care of everybody by holding on to them and letting her shoot them.
Is there friendly fire in this? Can you get in the way of her bullets accidentally?
No. She acts like another player character.
Oh, so she shoots right through you. Okay.
Yep. Which is good. Otherwise, I would tell her to keep the safety on. She's a rookie. So this acts as like the combat tutorial for the game to make sure that you know how to actually use a weapon before things get too serious. How was I supposed to know that that was gonna happen? This entire time, Johnny's foot's just there on the corner of the screen.
Thanks for the help.
Were you talking to me or him?
Wait!
That butt knocked my mind into another dimension.
I recall exercising.
You've killed him!
Sure, a lot of butts in this episode.
was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
I was just trying to ask him a question.
Code. Boss, I have a good idea.
You know that guard in the cell? The one with the ass? I'm gonna knock him out and pose him funny. Then I'll use my psychic powers to make it look like you can't actually see him. It'll be great. I'll drive a man crazy with a mosaic ass. Did she just complete a VR mission? This is my good idea. I'm gonna float here.
Just like that.
And that's all.
I hope this makes sense later.
Mantis, all our problems are solved. You're a genius.
Naomi, I just
You can
had
tell
some
that
kind of hallucination.
Psycho Mantis was once under the command of Big Boss because he wears a gas mask everywhere.
So what
Just in case.
It must have been Psycho
I also
Mantis'
float
spirits coming
in case
from
there's a
Psycho
trap door
Mantis.
behind the door on the left.
Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
We actually forgot something in this room.
And that is...
Metal rear! Look at this man's ass.
Snake,
Colonel.
Psycho Mantis has the power to read people's minds.
Colonel.
The DARPA chief's detonation code. Hurry up or he'll get Baker's code too.
Naomi.
That's right.
Colonel.
If the terrorists get Baker's code, they'll be able to launch that nuke anytime they want.
Yeah, they'll use Metal Gear to do it. Colonel, did you know
Yeah, and
they
they'll
were
use
conducting
Butthole
military
Rear to do
exercises
it.
Using Metal Gear?
I didn't know.
Really?
Snake, you've got to understand. I'm just the middleman in this operation. Anyway, hurry up and get to the second floor basement. You've got to save the Arms Tech president before the terrorists find out his code.
That's the Snake equivalent of doing the jerk-off motion while he's talking to somebody on the phone. That man's ass. I need to cleanse my palate by looking at some maggots instead. Ah, yeah. Refreshing maggots. I really like how they just, like, they shrink.
Stretch.
Yeah. They're doing their morning exercises. Mourning that mournful ass in the corner.
Oh man, did you know if you exit the room 4 times and you keep watching them stretch, they turn into flies? They molt off their carapace.
I thought you were gonna say that man started doing a different ass stretch.
Oh, that man.
Every time we can look out of a vent, there's an angle to look back inside of it. And there's that one we looked in this office when we passed over Johnny's toilet cell. You know, that was such a great cutscene. I want to go see it again. I want to walk back up the vent and drop down and meet the DARPA chief one more time. Huh? No.
What?
They actually thought of that. They blocked it off with a metal panel. Huh? But you can see through it from the top angle. So they wanted to make sure players didn't not realize that they could go back in the door with the level 1 card, and people would try and go back through the vent, I'm guessing, so they just blocked it off. Huh. It was Psycho Mantis.
That was a good idea.
Boss, his vent shielding is very strong.
That inner voice that warns you when danger is nearby. You can't learn that in training. You've got to have survived a few firefights, seen a few friends blown away, before you learn that trick.
No! My instincts!
Was that Master?
No, that was Curdle.
Oh, okay.
Snake, be careful. There are trapdoors near there, and the fall will kill you. Stay close up against the wall, and you should be okay. You should be able to see where the trapdoors are if you use your thermal goggles.
I still don't know why that works.
They give off a lot of heat.
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode. Try to find the walls that have a different pattern.
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
You'll need some kind of explosive to destroy the wall, like C4 or something. Take a good look around the armory.
They really did actually paint over it, just really, really poorly. They couldn't draw a straight line.
Oh, ooh, this wall looks different. It's got the word grenade written on it. Colonel, I found it. Oh. It's a good thing Johnny Sasaki uses talcum powder, or else he'd get a chafe grenade. That's not commentary, I'm just saying fact of life.
You found some grenades. Just pull the pin and it explodes after 5 seconds.
Whether you've thrown it or
A
not.
lot done during those 5 seconds, Snake. How you use them is up to you.
Yeah, they let you cook grenades. You can actually pull the pin before you throw it, so you can time it just perfectly. Also, I really expected that to explode, but it's kind of neat that it doesn't. I don't even have to tell you how difficult it is to throw that grenade and have it land on the trapdoor.
Is there no aiming with the grenade?
It's based entirely on your run speed, which is really hard to control. And this is the plastic explosives for the game. This is what we need to blow through that cement wall.
That is C4 explosive, a plastic explosive with a texture similar to clay, so you can shape it in almost any way you want. Although it has 1.4 times the destructive power of dynamite, it is highly stable and won't explode without a detonating device, even if it is shot, burned, or beaten. You are using a wireless detonator, yes? The detonator is equipped with a scramble.
I really wanted
so
to
you
punch
don't
it
have
right
to
now
worry
or
about
knock on the wall,
interference from
but
any
that would
other
blow me
radio
up.
source. Make sure you are sufficiently far enough away when it goes off. Also, as you know, the sound of the explosive will alert your enemies, so be careful.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
Yeah, whenever there's an explosion on a map with guards, it causes an alert, whether it's a chaff grenade, a stun grenade, C4, or a grenade. It doesn't cause like a combat alert, it's just the guards will be on alert and they'll know where the explosion is and they'll go there and check it out. But luckily, there's no guards here. I think that's why they emptied this map out, so you could use the C4 here without being punished for it.
Snake, in China, they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first.
No.
Use your brain to avoid traps.
No,
and
this
stay
is much
away
better.
from the enemy.
Mailing, you're just jealous.
So why is there no smoking in any of these rooms? Even the sealed off ones?
This is the Armory, so they probably keep explosives on hand that can be lit with a fuse? I'm guessing that's the logic behind it. Or maybe it gives the crocodiles bad breath?
This place wasn't always an armory though, was it?
Yeah, I'm not sure why a nuclear war storage facility would need an armory. Except for if it has just arms guard posted. Would they need all this thing? Would they need plastic explosives? Would they need all of these other things that are behind the locked doors right now?
Would they need broken walls?
Wait, why do we even need the C4? There's clearly a door right here going to the same spot.
You can only open the door with a security card that's got the same or higher security clearance than the door.
You can blow up through a cement wall, Snake, but not through this paper-thin door. Not without the right keycard.
Well, that's not a very good cement wall.
Good. Looks like it worked. If what the DARPA chief said is true, President Baker should be up ahead. Hurry up and get him out of there.
How does the Colonel know it's through that hole and not through any of the other ones?
Well, actually, the thing about it is, he didn't because there's clearly nobody here. The Colonel was completely wrong. So I'm gonna go try and find some other guard that might know where the president is being held. You can place C4 on enemies' backs, and they walk around with it like a backpack. Yep, just gonna...
Oh, it fixes to that same spot every time.
Uh-huh. And even if guards see other guards with it on, they don't notice this.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Please try and focus, Snake. We only have 18 hours, Snake. You've wasted 4 of them already. Our radar is being jammed here.
President Baker should be somewhere around there. Hurry up and find him. Also, you can't use your radar there. Mei-Ling says it's because of electronic jamming. If you want to know more, ask her.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
That wasn't any more informative.
If you want to know the exact same thing, talk to Mei-Ling. She designed the Soliton system.
Why isn't the radio jammed?
Yeah, I don't understand why the radio frequency works, but not the Soliton radar. Probably something to do with burst transmission, which is a term they keep throwing around that I don't quite understand. Oh. He's not here. I hear something on the other side of this wall. It's probably the president of Armstick, Kenneth Baker. Is he part robot? He's pivoting? Is that what I'm hearing?
Snake, there are gun cameras somewhere around there. They'll open fire automatically if they detect you. Be careful.
Stay out of the camera's field of vision. You could also try to jam them with chaff.
You should be able to confuse their sensors briefly with your chaff. Get past them while they're disabled.
It's kind of a jerk move to put the first instance of gun cameras in a room where you don't have radar. And
you can't even see their cone.
And if you don't go into first person, which regular players really don't do to check out upcoming rooms, you're not going to notice it and you're going to get shot. And that's their tutorial on gun cameras, is shooting you with them. And there's nothing even in there. Just 2 more doors we can't open.
Snake, you can't use the radar because something's jamming it. And whatever's doing it is very close to you. Be careful.
Is it?
Behind door number 6?
Is it? Oh, is it this guy? Oh. Is this guy jamming us with a bunch of walkie-talkies taped to the pillar?
He looks really smug. I don't know why, but he just looks really smug about his situation here.
I bet he sounds just like Master Miller when he talks. I'm so smug about my cool cane.
Oh. You shouldn't be doing cool cane. It's bad for you.
Who said that? Why are you so smug about that man, please? Sir?
Did you miss him? Is that why he's asking what do you mean?
Well, I don't want to kill him, so I don't trust this at all. Let's just clear the room first before anything else.
You idiot!
You blew up everything like a dozen times over.
Well, no, they'll never get the other code.
Mission complete.
Snake, are you okay? Have you ever heard this one? Confucius said it.
Enough proverbs for now. I want to hear about you.
The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I hardly know you, Snake.
But it's perfectly fine for me to hit on you, Snake. Confucius said nothing about that.
I'm not giving up.
Would you believe it or not if I told you that ass is a gameplay mechanic?
What?
The woman's, not Johnny's.
Oh.
Because it is.
You use it to distract the guards?
Actually, that ass is the Shadow Moses national anthem. Whenever you play that ass, all the guards stand at attention.
Oh, they see that ass and they know it's dusk.
You remember that Revolver Ocelot is the interrogation specialist? He actually uses that ass as a litmus test to make sure they're telling the truth at the beginning of interrogation. You have to look at it and say, I like big butts and cannot lie. Actually, I just remember that both asses are actually important to gameplay at some point, and I'm so glad that that's not a joke.
They were conducting exercises with this new Metal Gear prototype? Is that what the DARPA chief said?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you know about Metal Gear.
I thought everybody on the comm can actually hear whatever Snake is hearing.
I am just confirming, Snake.
Deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert on Metal Gear, aren't you?
Because can't they see and hear everything Snake is doing? That's how they know, like, Snake just picked up something?
It's nebulous on whether they can see. They're supposedly able to hear.
Usually a secret.
Maybe she wasn't paying attention.
Like how do they know, like, oh, you picked up a shaft grenade or something?
There are 2 codes.
They recognize the sound effect.
The other code? If the terrorists find out that one too.
Yeah, I've got to hurry and rescue President Baker.
PEL stands for Permissive Action Link. It is a safety system attached to nuclear missile systems. The missile cannot be fired without the insertion of a special electronic code. But if the terrorists have found out the detonation codes, they can launch the missiles anytime they want.
Is it possible to destroy the PAL system so that the missile can be fired even without inserting the detonation code?
I do not believe so. It is set up so that the warhead will become automatically inactive if any attempt is made to remove, deactivate, or destroy the PAL.
Wouldn't it just be easier to try to disarm or deactivate the PAL so the warhead becomes inactive?
There's no way they can launch.
Snake?
Do not be too sure.
Well, he doesn't know where the warhead is, right?
Well, he needs to get to where the warhead is to put in the PAL deactivation code, right?
What's the point of getting to President Baker anyways? I mean, even if Snake learns the code, what's the point?
We could rescue him.
By chucking him into the ocean? I mean, Snake got here through his little scuba thing. How is he gonna get anyone out?
Here, let me just... I've got this cardboard box for you. You just pop a squad in here. I'll be back.
Submarines can move secretly, but naturally they are limited to launching from the water. Finally, there are ALBMs, which can be launched from aircraft. They allow for excellent mobility, but they are somewhat unreliable.
Isn't, in this case, close good enough?
It can move freely over and independently launch a nuclear missile at any target in the world.
Well, the thing is, 20% of the time it fires the bomb down instead of up. That's...
It is a weapon to be feared, believe me. The development of Metal Gear is a cynical attempt to consolidate and increase our military dominance, while at the same time maintaining the pretense of disarming ourselves.
It doesn't have arms, it has legs. UN's gonna fall for that, right?
Submarines in international waters has been concluded. The value of submarines as strategic weapons has been greatly diminished. With Metal Gear, governments of the world will be able to avoid this type of inspection, and at the same time stay in compliance with international nuclear treaties.
Wouldn't international nuclear treaties just immediately change to compensate for this?
We didn't think that far ahead, Snake, I'm sorry. That's why it's a black project.